here with Evan Anderson after a tough game against Towson. Now, Evan, career high 31 points. You got it done on the offensive side of the ball. What does it mean to you to get this point total?
I mean, it's exciting. Like you said, that was a career high for me. But the main goal was to win, and unfortunately we didn't get that. But I mean, I'm proud of how the team went. I think everybody stuck together, and on the offensive side, I mean, I was just hitting. So hopefully that happens every game, and next time we come out with the win.
So you guys facing a D1 opponent, Towson? They're big guys. What's the difference between facing them and facing a regular D3 opponent?
It's a lot tougher to get up shots. I remember I got blocked today twice. So I mean, and that just comes from being smaller than the guy across from me. So it's definitely more difficult to get the shots up. But if we're able to create space and get that room, then we'll be able to work. So.
You guys are going to be on the road next weekend at a tournament at Marietta. What are you guys going to do to prepare?
First off, watch film and recover. Recovery is the biggest thing right now. A lot of guys are banged up from this D1 game, so tomorrow we'll get in there, get treatment as much as we can, and then after that we'll get film going and then get back on the court and see what we can do.
Any differences between facing Towson this year and Delaware last year in terms of size or competition level?
Well, actually, no, not really. The size was about the same. Everybody's bigger out there, so it's kind of a disadvantage for us, and that happened right now and last year with UD. But no, both teams were very competitive, and we both had to lock in for both of those games, and I feel like we did the best of our ability, and hopefully next time if we have another opportunity to play a D1 team, then we can come out on top.
Coach, reflecting off the game today against Towson, Evan Anderson had a career high 31 points, and also you guys played pretty well. You guys obviously get up a little bit of size. So what's one of the takeaways from this game?
Well, 2 charges, Tyreek Lowther, walk on, and I believe Evan might have had another one. So 2 charges is something that we're proud of. Tyrone Craven standing in there on what we thought was a charge, but I mean, I know why they called it a block, and actually hurting the big kid there for a minute. But I mean, down at 11 and a half, we weren't really playing to our strengths, and in a ball game with them. And then the second half, they just kind of started doing what they wanted to do in terms of throwing it in. They wanted to get better from the perimeter and getting the ball moving, unlike what they did against Virginia. So second half, I think they kind of just went to that bully ball, and then that 24-5 run to start the second half really is what did us in. And in the first 8 minutes of the second half, we had 8 turnovers. The last 12, we had 2 turnovers. So we got better in terms of that, but it's all about what we do in terms of little things, taking care of the basketball, too many turnovers. The ball wasn't moving, it was sticking a lot. But then, 15 and 18 from the line, which we talked about being over 80%. I believe that's 83%. So, there's some good things there. And then, getting Brian, he hasn't practiced in 2 weeks. So getting him back out there, and he just gave a gutsy performance. And for us, we keep what's called a hustle man chart, and he ended up winning that with, for all intents and purposes, not being 100%. So a lot of good things, but Evan played great. I mean, offensive rebounds and doing some other things that we need him to do for us this year.
Any differences between this game and the UD game last year?
I think we had more veteran presence last year with J.W. Lawson, with Paul Clemens, Chris Scott, and George Cook, and we're going to have a veteran presence this year. We're just it's been tough in terms of getting full team together for practice purposes and things like that, but we're going to be okay. I think these guys, to be honest with you, I think these guys were a little bit bigger and more physical than UD was. And that's what they're known for with Coach Gary, their toughness, their physicality. So.
You guys next weekend are up down to Ohio for a tournament, first game against St. Vincent. Any preparations you got to do to prepare for that game?
Yeah, get these bruises mended, take the day off tomorrow, go serve the homeless, which we're doing. A lot of treatment, rehab, and get going. St. Vincent's a really good squad out in their conference, predicted to be in the top 2, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So we got our work cut out for us there. They have a 6'6" kid on the interior who's pretty athletic, pretty good ball player. And then if we, depending on what happens that night, then either La Roche or Marietta, which are 2 good ball clubs that both made the NCAA tournament as well. And I mean, Marietta's in the top 5, I believe, in the nation in terms of attendance. So we're going to play in front of more people out there, I just told these guys, than we did today. So that'll be a good experience for us.